Wow, guys. Yeah, 1 year. 1 year of After Hours with Jimmy Thistle podcast. Yeah, just overwhelmed with the thanks and you know, glad I found your podcast and thanks for sharing the stories. Well, thank you for listening and thank you to all my amazing guests, past, present and future. Too many to mention and do a roll call here, but you know, what are we on? I think we're on 54 episodes now, which is, you know, just been amazing year. I'm just so pleased how well it's gone because, like I've said in the podcast many times, I do the podcast and I know there's thousands of other ones out there, but I do it hopefully with a more real and raw kind of vibe than some of the others. But it's more about getting people's stories forward, because that's what helped me in my initial recovery, going into the rooms, whether it be NA, AA, CA, SMART, you know, or doing ones online. It was hearing other people's stories and knowing that I wasn't alone, you know, knowing that I wasn't on my own with this. And if you can listen to the podcast, mine especially, and hear other people's stories, you know, rather than going into the meetings. I'm not saying don't go into the meetings, of course, that's my first port call for people if they're struggling. But if you're not ready to do that, or that's not on your case to do, then listen to the podcast, because you're hearing real people, you're hearing their stories. And like I always say, listen for the similarities and not the differences, because you know what, we all came from pretty much the same kind of mold. Although we get different walks of lives and all that, we all maybe started drinking, majority of us about 14, doing it with our mates, hanging about, but it's like where it led to, how did we get to where we are? I still don't know how mine became different from the people that I drank with when I was in, you know, high school and things, but little by little we're learning different things along the way and trying to work out why some of us end up being alcoholics or addicts or, you know, problematic grey area drinkers. So the more we listen and the more we share the stories, the more we kind of understand why it's happened to some of us and not others. And that's the thing. Like I said yesterday, I'm not stuck in this place where I cannot drink. Yeah, I cannot drink again because I know where I'll end up, but it's not a hindrance to me now. This has made my life even better. Like I was struggling, but even if I hadn't drank or became a problematic drinker, I wouldn't have got to this point where I'm at now. I'm not even 2.0 now. I'm fucking 3.0 in my life. You know, my life is so fantastic just because I don't drink and I don't use anymore, you know. And I think even if you are, like, you know, worried that you're maybe having that glass of wine too many and you're not really kind of focused on you know, your work or your family life and all that, but it's not rock bottom drinking, it doesn't matter. Just give it up, because you know it's not serving you any purpose whatsoever. Have a think about your habits and your drinking habits. Listen to the podcast After Hours with Jimmy Thistle on your preferred podcast platform, or watch it on YouTube, and honestly your eyes will open the fuck up and you'll feel like you're on the other side of the matrix, like where I am. So yeah, but thank you to everyone for just being a guest, all my guests. Thank you to everyone that's listened, and please share it guys, because other people need to hear about it. After Hours with Jimmy Thistle. Thanks guys, love you all, peace.